In this video, let's take an overview and let's learn about the cost matrix from the simulation. Okay, after running the risk analysis. Uh, by the way, we have done the duration distribution for the normal distribution type, then for the beta. Okay, so now let's click on the graphs and you can see we have here the cost histogram, duration histogram, early start histogram, early finish histogram, late start histogram, late finish histogram. So next, let's click on this duration histogram. If you move to the right side, so you can see here the critical, percentage, active, then duration, expected, then histogram, then early start, you can see, then late start, then early finish, late finish. So you can see here the explanation of this histogram. You can see the expected duration. You can see here. Then this, if you click on this graph, so okay, we will discuss later about this graph, but let's discuss about the cost histogram first. You can see here we have the product. So actually, we want to take the overview of the whole cost histogram of the project. So that's why we will click on this graph option. Okay, so let's maximize this. You can see here we have the cost matrix from the simulation after running the risk. So on the top you can see here the project name, then perform simulations for 1000. By the way, we can increase the simulation numbers. Okay, date, next we have the date. Okay, so it's a mean expected cost $328,580. Next, we have a standard deviation 2660. So, actually, it indicating variability in the cost estimation. Okay, and then deterministic value 328566. That is the 50%. Okay, probability of a being met. Now, let's take the overview of this histogram. Okay, you can see here this histogram display the distribution of the possible total project cost with the x-axis, then x-axis, then y-axis. Okay, on x-axis you can see here it's going to start from the $320,000, and it's let's check the last one that you can see we have a 337 uh, 500. Okay, so you can see it. Okay, so it is the range from $320,000 to 337500. Okay, and the bars, actually these bars you can see if I bring my mouse over there, so you can see the hits here. Okay, so show how often different cost outcomes appeared in the simulation. Okay, so here you can see we have the cumulative curve, that is the blue line. Okay, so actually it presents the cumulative probability of the cost occurrence. Okay, so here, let's take an overview about the probability of cost outcomes for the 20% probabilities, the level 20%. So here is the cost 326,310. Okay, so dollars. So there is the only 20% chance that the product will cost $326,310. Okay, or less. Then the second you can see 40. So there are 40% probability that cost will under 327 $826. Okay, so 50%, we have already 50%. You can say is the deterministic value. So we can see on the top, that is the 300 28566. So that will be the between 40 to 60, you can see here. So next we have the 60%. Now you can see 60% chances that it will take $3,2900 to $71. 80% we have 330,934. Then at 100 you can see we have that is the worst case scenario. Okay, the project could cost up to 337,620. Okay, so you can say that is the 100%. Okay, so so after taking the overview of all these probabilities and possibilities, so uh, the mean you can see we have 328,580. So it's the slightly higher than the deterministic estimation. Okay, deterministic estimation, that is the slightly high. You can see here 328,566, and we have here 580. So that is the slightly high, meaning that the uncertainties are the pushing cost up slightly. You understand? So there are 50% chances that the project will cost more than 328,566, suggesting that the unexpected expenses are likely. Okay, so if you want a safe budget estimation with the 80% confidence, so the project should be planned for 0934. Okay, so you can say your budget should be about 80 to 100 between. Okay, understand? So how we can manage the cost? Okay, so use 330,934 as a risk adjusted budget to cover the unexpected expenses. Then monitor cost sensitivity activities such as labor, material procurement, and subcontractor expenses. Okay, so identify the cost drivers that have the high variability and implement cost control measures. Okay, so then consider the contingency planning for the unexpected cost overruns. Okay, so the deterministic estimation of the 328,566, that is the optimistic, as there is the only a 50% chance of the achieving it. A more reliable cost estimate is around about you can say 330 uh, uh, 330,934, that we have the 80% confidence to avoid the budget overrun. Okay, so the worst case scenario is 33762 0620. That is the 100%, meaning if thing go wrong, cost could exceed the planned budget. Okay, so I hope everything is clear. Okay, it was a very a little overview about this history, about this the graphical report of the cost distribution. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video.